For more than a decade, a local animal clinic has made sure a woman severely injured in a hit and run and her seeing eye dogs were taken care of. As she now starts a new part of her life, there are some thank yous that just can't go unsaid. There is no bond like that of a human and their dog. And that is especially true for those canines that make life in the dark much brighter. And tragically, that means they can lose their own life while doing it.
At about 8:45 in the morning, a drunk driver hit us at about 40 miles an hour. He ran up on the sidewalk, threw us about 50 feet, and left us to die. And he killed Inca. And I would have traded places with her in a heartbeat.
Aoife Iredale almost did lose her life, and 15 years later is still suffering the effects. Blinded before she was 3, seeing eye dogs have always been an important part of Aoife's life. But after her dog Inca was killed by that drunk driver, a new group of friends made a decision.
She's just a remarkable person.
Veterinarian Virginia Walters with Legion Road Animal Hospital is one of many who over the last 15 years have provided free care for Aoife's dogs. In all that time, not one charge, not one bill.
That's really what it's about. It's about maintaining a bond and not just seeing a patient in front of you, but like a family member. And so I think that's really what that stems from. I think it's more of a culture thing.
You gonna go on a walk? That would be really nice, huh?
I mean, I would go hungry before my girls ever would, always. But not having to fear for, for food security, for, oh my God, what if they get sick? What if they get hurt? How will I pay for it? Will I have to choose?
When it was time to say goodbye to her last seeing eye companion, Dr. Walters came to Aoife's home so she could pass away peacefully.
I know that she wasn't scared. I know that she wasn't afraid, and that she felt safe and loved. And that is the last and one of the greatest gifts that I, as the human half of a seeing eye partnership, can give my canine partner.
Aoife and Livy are now moving from Carrboro to Pittsburgh, where Aoife will study to help those in hospice care, helping those who are dying as those who helped her continue to live.
This is one of the things that reminds me that there is more love than pain in the world. And it's something that is life-saving, not just for my girls, but for me.
And Angela, this goes beyond the veterinary clinic. I mean, you think about the local folks at the grocery store who helped her shop for groceries. You think about the barber who has come to her house to cut her hair because of COVID-19. It just shows you that a community can come together and make a huge difference.